Do you believe in the paranormal? Do you believe in ghosts and haunted houses and things that go bump in the night? Personally, I don't, but I was interested in talking with people who do, to see what motivates them and to hear about their experiences. So I went along with two groups of ghost hunters as they carried out paranormal investigations in two old buildings reported to be haunted. In this episode, I visit the old Cork City Mental Asylum with Jackie, Matthew, Paul and Kim of Cork Supernatural Society. The asylum is a collection of grim Victorian buildings on a hill that overlooks the city. Opened in 1852, by 1911 it was recorded as having over 2,000 patients. It was still in use until early this century despite numerous critical reports over the years, including one from 1940, which described the facility as a vermin-infested, dark and dirty disgrace, in which the vulnerable, innocent and harmless were incarcerated. Today one of the buildings has been partially turned into apartments, but other than that the site is derelict. So definitely a good place to look for ghosts. Cork Supernatural Society were hoping to communicate with Stephen, a voice they'd captured in an audio recording during an earlier visit. As the team set up inside the old asylum, I asked Matthew to explain the equipment they use.
We use a whole host of different pieces of equipment, and what we mainly rely on is audio and night vision cameras, as most of the locations we investigate are pitch black. We use different types of cameras, mainly CCTV cameras, in locations where we have electricity. Tonight, in the type of building we're in, we're just going to use night vision handheld cameras. We use some other bits like EMF meters to try and we use digital thermometers, motion lights, motion sensors. But in a building like tonight, we're going to rely heavily on audio and visual equipment, and hopefully we'll get something.
Have you spent a lot of money in here?
You kind of gather it as you go, you know.
Yeah.
A bit here and a bit there. You could go crazy. You really could go crazy. But at the end of the day, all you need is basic enough gear. You know, once you have a camera, you have voice recorders, you can buy voice recorders very cheap. Lovely to have all the fancy bells and whistles stuff, but you'll get there, you know. Every year there's more stuff added to the list the whole time, more cameras. Basically, what you want to do is get as many cameras as you can to cover as much area as you can. The unfortunate thing is you have to review it all in afterwards.
Does it take a long time?
Hours and hours. Everything you film or record has to be reviewed. So you've got to listen to every single bit, waiting for the slightest little noise here or there. Or sit there staring at a room that's nothing happening for 12 hours.
Sounds really disturbing.
Really, really painful stuff.
Very hypnotic, They're the tubes as well, those ones there with the lights in them. Call them candle boxes. If there's a change in the electric magnetic field, anything comes that interferes with, they start blinking up. Start going way up to, depending on how strong it is. And sometimes that gives us an indication that there could be something around us that...
Or you can use it for responses.
Yeah, that's true.
It might get, if you get speaking to a spirit that's responding to the lights, you might say, yes or no, light up the lights, light up, and they can light it all the way up to red or light it up halfway. It can be used just another kind of a communication tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you can get a conversation going, it's not easy though.
No, it's not easy, no. We've had it once or twice, but not easy, no.
Is it not scary?
No,
It's a bit more exciting.
Yeah, it's a bit more exciting. Are we talking to something here? Are we communicating with something, or is it someone's phone, or usually we turn off all phones, or is it interfering with the equipment which we test before, and so it is exciting, and we just don't, you don't believe it.
It's kind of when it's going on.
Yourself.
It does tend to be more exciting than and a lot of the time you might be just here talking like this. Not even, you might have been after doing a call session, and you might be just chatting amongst yourselves about something else. All of a sudden you'll just start to go.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Their attention is elsewhere now.
Yeah.
We can move around, do what we want, and we're not focusing in on them constantly. They seem to be more relaxed, don't they?
Yeah. Or don't forget about us.
Yeah, neither one way or the other, that's true.
Good turn on sound mode.
It's a Frank's box, it's called. There's just turn it on there. It scans radio frequencies, and the theory is that the spirits can use the radio frequencies to communicate. It's kind of like that film White Noise. It's kind of a white noise, or isn't it? And you can be asking questions, and you might get responses. Now, I know you had it, didn't you, down in Wexford, that you were getting get great information back through it.
And it's quality.
Yeah. And I heard it once myself now give fairly clear answers, but I don't know, it's my own jury's still out on it.
What was that place in Enniscorthy?
I was the castle in Enniscorthy, yeah. There's a group up there actually, Wexford Paranormal. They kind of focus more on the castle. Yeah, they got a lot back from their Frank box session. Communicated with a spirit. His name is Jim, and they went back through the census, is it? Through the years, and they found a man by the name of Jim and his family. Isn't that right, Matthew?
Full name?
And where he lived, and the more information they got, the more they put to him, and
But how did they communicate with him?
through the Frank's box, through the white noise, like the broken radio.
A voice can come back through it sometimes. It can answer your questions. I was with Wexford Paranormal, not going to hidden Duckett's Grove in County Carlow, I was telling you about, and they were using the Frank's box when I joined them. And Michael Benson said, right, there's another person after joining us, and you've met this person before, she has been here before, can you tell us her, do you know her name? And straight away through the Frank's box you heard Kim. It was kind of weird. And then he said, and do you know where Kim comes from? And West Cork straight away. This is in County Carlow, right?
What's that, emotion detection cameras?
What that is now is, you can see it there now, the infrared.
Yeah.
It's infrared, so it's just a GoPro with the IR filter taken off it. So it'll see the IR light. And she just running those 2 battery packs on it, basically is all it is. And one to run the camera, one to run the light. And that'll stay going there for a couple of hours. Just record everything here.
So if anything moves, it'll pick it up?
Oh no, it's recording all the time, it's live recording all the time.
Right, okay.
A lot of the time the cameras, we get some of the great EVPs from the actual cameras. A lot of the time, even the one I'd be going around with my hand now has picked up a good few EVPs, and a lot of the time we're oblivious. Actually, most of the time when we leave a place, we think, yeah, nothing happened there, that was a waste, and when you go home then, that's when you find it, on your review, going through everything.
And that's electronic voice phenomenon.
Electronic voice phenomenon, yeah. We have, I have the laptop in my bag, that I play some of them for you. And ones we've picked up, even one they picked up here a couple of weeks ago. Matthew Playfield area has it on the recorder. They got a name here. So Kim was saying Stephen. It sounds like somebody saying Stephen, like a name. It's fairly unmistakable. You hear it's loud. Lots of the time they might be very quiet or they're hard to make out. But sometimes we have got clear sentences. They're all classed. It could be a class A EVP, like it should be just like I'd be saying something now. We have got those. They're hard to get. A lot of the time